Hey, beautiful people. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. If it resonates with you, please like and subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. So, I already said a prayer. We're going to see what messages we have for the collective. So, on the back of the deck, off top, we have spiritual rank. But this is actually the second video. I feel like it's because I heard right before I started the video, I heard the name Triss. But I feel like it's because I recently watched the movie Divergent, and I feel like I was guided to watch that movie because there was like a lot of different messages in there. And then the fact that spiritual rank, yeah, right behind spiritual rank, look, is unique. The fact that this started off the reading, like all I did was pull the deck out, and this was already on the bottom of the deck. So for some of y'all, you could be, if you haven't watched Divergent, just check it out. You could just look at the trailer to see. But for some of y'all, it's like you're like Triss in the movie Divergent, because in the movie she was unique because she was a divergent, like, and she actually, they were scared of Divergent. For some of y'all, for those of y'all who like haven't seen the movie, they were scared of Divergence because their minds think in different ways. Like you can't control a divergent. Like in the movie, they gave they gave them, like, they injected this serum inside of them to take control over their minds, but they couldn't do that with her because she was a divergent. She was different. It's like she was equivalent to, like, when I watched it, what the message I got is like she's equivalent to like an earth angel. And then it's like if you watch the second one, that's when she found out that she was like 100% divergent, because it's like it's different percentages. Like somebody could be 10% divergent, but she was 100% though. She was like pure blood, pure breed, or whatever you want to call it. So that's for some of y'all. Some of y'all, you have a high spiritual rank. You're unique. You're not. Some of y'all, you're not one to easily conform to other people's like standards. You know what I'm saying? And that's how it was with the divergent. But because of that, she became a threat. Divergents are a threat because they can't control them. They're scared of them. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. There's something about that. We're gonna see what other messages we have. All right, Holy Spirit, what other messages do we have for the collective regarding this? Builder. So it says your innate ability to build and create brings you a deep sense of accomplishments. So, but you still see his little angel wing right here. So for some of y'all, you're a builder. So it's giving, like, when I think of builder, I think of the cardinal signs in astrology. So I don't know, you may have either Capricorn, Aries, or Libra somewhere in your chart. Doesn't have to be. Yeah, but it's like, I don't know, for someone, it's like building things, creating things gives you a sense of accomplishment. So it could be something simple as creating a hairstyle, creating a picture, creating a certain look in your home. It's something about you creating for something from scratch. It gives you like a sense of accomplishment. All right, what else does the collective need to be aware of, Holy Spirit? Or what other messages we have? So, I don't know, some of y'all, because I keep drawing, some of y'all you could work out. Some of y'all you could be like physically fit. I don't know, so somebody could like be good with their hands, work with their hands. But I did hear a mechanic. Somebody could be a mechanic, or somebody could know how to work on cars. Yeah, but look, we have sensitivity. And it says you're becoming more sensitive and need to make changes accordingly. So for some of y'all, I feel like this sensitivity, this is you coming out of your shell, right? Because this is going right under spiritual rank. And then look, I just realized that the next card was healer. So some of y'all, you could possibly work in the medical field, or maybe in the past. It says you have the spiritual gift of healing and a desire to share it with others. You know what? I feel like this information is coming out now because the sensitivity card says you're becoming more sensitive and need to make changes accordingly. For some of y'all, I feel like you've been this unique being, right, with this high spiritual rank, but it's kind of like you're being awakened, but it's giving energy of you being awakened in stages. So I feel like now you're at a stage, you're at the next stage, the next level, where you're wakening up. Because in the movie, she didn't know that she was divergent. When she took the test, the lady that worked with her had told her, she told her to lie because she told her test results, I think it was inconclusive or something, which means that she's a divergent. And the lady, that was giving her the heads up, her brother ended up getting killed in a movie. Well, not in a movie, but she told the story of her brother getting killed because he was divergent too. So she was trying to warn her. And then in one of the scenes, when she was like talking to her mom, she was like, "What am I?" Like she was not aware. And it's kind of like, how would you know? How would you know that you're a certain way if no one tells you? So it's like some of y'all, it could be either your parents or the people around you. They could have always known that you were different or special from when you were a kid, right? But maybe it was never told to you. Like, you're not aware of this. But some of y'all, it's like that is you're a healer. That's why you're here, to help people heal in your own specific way. Because in the movie, it was the second one. I think it was the second one called Insurgent. That's where they kind of gave more details. But in the movie, they said the divergence was an experiment, right? Because in the movie, they tried to separate people into different categories. And the divergent they couldn't fit in any of those categories. And it's like they transcended all of those categories. And it's like they were there to kind of show the world that they could, what's the word? I'm trying to see. That they could go against the standard, if that makes sense. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm getting. So, I don't know. For some of y'all, now it's the time. If you haven't stepped into this healing energy, or this energy where you're sharing your healing, sharing your gifts with the world, it's time to do that, because it's like that's your purpose. That's why you're here. It's like you have a unique touch that can help people heal. Anything else, Holy Spirit? Body work just came out. So it says your life purpose involves body work such as massage therapy, energy healing, physical therapy, or exercise training. For some of y'all, and then this card is going right under this builder. Yeah, for some of y'all, I don't know, somebody could be like a trainer, or somebody could work out or something like that. I just heard four. Ford. That was the guy's name in the movie. Um, and he was a trainer. So some of y'all, you could be really, some of y'all, you could be like physically fit, but some of y'all, you possibly could have that type of energy that Ford did in the movie, where it's like you, like you could be possibly like very strong, physically strong. I'm getting it. Some of y'all, it's like you're physically, like your body is like physically strong. And then the energy heal, like I said, for some of y'all, it's like some of y'all, you could possibly have the ability to do like Reiki healing, and maybe you might not even be aware of it. Well, whatever it is, there's something for some of y'all. There's something that you're supposed to be doing that involves the physical body. I'm getting that for somebody specifically. Something involving the physical body. Something when it comes to healing. I don't know. Somebody can have a tattoo on their back. Or I don't know. There's something about tattoos for somebody. All right, let me get like 2 more cards so I can close this out. A little options. Consider the career possibilities that are open to you. So for some of y'all, you have several options. You're not limited to doing one thing. But it's given because this is going under the sensitivity card. It's whatever this is that you're doing, whatever this options, it's something where it's given do something that will have you feel emotionally balanced. It's something because for some of y'all, it's like you're becoming more sensitive now, energetically, emotionally. What's important right now is making sure that you achieve emotional balance. That's what I'm getting. So it's like anything that will make you, it's like you're being called to pour into the things that you feel passionate about, that make you feel good, that can bring you into emotional balance. Because like I said, this time is giving, I don't know, for some of y'all, it's like you could be more, like I said, sensitive than normal. Like maybe you could get more irritated than normal, or you could feel more emotional than normal. Because it's given like you're going through like an upgrade. That's what I'm getting. All right, one more card. Look, career change, and it fell on top of body work. You're embarking upon a career that brings you the joy and abundance you desire and deserve. Yeah, that's what I was picking up. That's what I'm saying. It's like you need something. For some of y'all, maybe it's like you're being called. Now is the time to step into this career change, because you could be, at a job or doing something that it doesn't make you feel good. Like it could possibly even, stress you out or something. And it's like at this time you want to achieve emotional balance. It's simply because you're more sensitive at this time. But remember, you've been this high-ranking sensitive being. You've been this way because you're naturally a healer. So for some of y'all, because this career change is going under this healer. Yeah, for some of y'all, it's not meant for you to do certain jobs. You can't, your mind doesn't think like everybody else. That's why I was drawn to the movie Divergent. Your mind doesn't conform like others, but that was intentional. God made you that way on purpose, because that's how you're going to help other people to heal, because you can bring in a different perspective. For some of y'all, you could have been, I mean, this could be now or past energy, but you could have been at jobs where you like literally felt miserable, because it's like no matter what job you go to, it's gonna be, after a while you're gonna get into that energy where it's like you start feeling miserable, bored. It's it's because you I can't. I just saw a quick scene in my mind's eye with the guy from the Divergent. I forgot his name, but he was a traitor. It was a two-faced dude. But he was telling the lady, he was like, I'm not a a desk type of guy. I need to be out with the action. I need to be outside taking action, doing, you know what I'm saying? Not sitting at a desk. That's what just came to my mind. So yeah, for some of y'all, this, I don't know, it's time for a career change. And you know what, that career change could even just mean that, not to say if you working somewhere leave, but start planning your transition, or start planning, even if it's to start your own business or something like that. Because whoever you are, you too, it's not, I'm getting this message for somebody is, I don't know, it's like they're meant to work for themselves. Because it's like somebody is so sensitive, they're so sensitive to energy, that it's like they weren't built to work. I don't know, it's like they weren't built to work one of these types of jobs that have nothing to do with their purpose. That's why builders here, somebody's meant to build like their own business, their own product, or it's something where